Some games make you cry. Some games scare the living daylights out of you. Some games make you smile, make you sad, and all the emotions in between. But there are some games that leave you like, what the just happened? Today we're counting down the biggest shocks, twists, and turns in gaming history. Plot twists, graphics, heart-stopping narratives, anything that has ever stopped you in your tracks and turned your blood cold, you name it, we're counting it. What do you reckon number 1 is gonna be? Make your guess now and lock it in by liking, and if you fancy, giving us a cheeky subscribe. Thanks!
I hope you brought something stronger than a portal gun this time. Otherwise, I'm afraid you're about to become the immediate past president of the Being Alive Club.
Oh man, we're starting with a classic. This is the moment that the sweet Wheatley, the Sweetly, if you will, replaces GLaDOS as the central core. There is so much tension in this whole scene. The auto-tuned screams of GLaDOS are horrifying.
No! 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 No!
The contrast of the hilarious dialogue and tension, and that moment when the music starts to change and Wheatley starts laughing, you're like, oh my god!
I can't get over how small you are, but I'm huge!
And then this line.
Actually, why do we have to leave right now?
It still gets me, all these years later. Also, fun fact, when Wheatley speaks Spanish, he says,
Estás usando este software de traducción de forma incorrecta.
Which is, you are using this translation software incorrectly. Please consult the manual in English. God, I love this game.
Fine, set it up.
You're kidding, right? That's white phosphorus.
Yeah, I know what it is.
You've seen what this does. You know we
We
can't
might not have
use
a choice, Lugo.
There's always a choice.
No, there's really not.
The first and only time playing a video game has ever made me feel guilty. I will warn you now, this scene is harrowing, so please skip forward if you're feeling sensitive. In this scene, Walker stumbles upon what seems to be like an entire platoon of enemies and must decide whether or not to use the white phosphorus mortar. But you actually don't have a choice if you want to keep playing. The game forces you to commit a war crime to keep going. And it turns out that the targets were actually... well, I'll let you see for yourself.
Why?
You brought this on yourself.
We were helping.
What? Oh no.
Are those civilians?
Silent Hill 2 has one of the best plot twists in gaming history. The protagonist, James Sunderland, goes to Silent Hill to meet his wife, Mary. Then James finds this video, which shows him killing his wife. The silence as James sits with his head in his hands is so heavy. It's one of the saddest WTF moments on this list. This isn't a sad WTF moment, it's an excited one. Who else remembers stumbling across Red in Generation 2 and being like, holy sh**, I'm about to beat the old me? And then we got brutally beaten. I'm sure everyone, including myself, got their ass kicked in this fight. Ocarina of Time was a lot of people's first gaming memory as a kid. One of the most iconic moments is that tension when you finally beat Ganondorf, the ultimate king of darkness, and with his dying breath, he brings down the castle around you, trying to take you down with him. If that wasn't bad enough, the second you breathe a sigh of relief because it's finally over, boom! He bursts out of the rubble and transforms into a giant pig monster. I was so scared. I actually ran downstairs to calm down because I was playing it at 11 p.m. on a school night in a dark room. Sorry, Mum. Around 2/3 of the way through Mass Effect 3, players are faced with one of the hardest choices in the series. Shepard finds themselves in the middle of an all-out war between the Quarians and the Geth, a robot race created by the Quarians who chased them off their home planet 300 years before. Ultimately, players are forced to choose which species they want to see completely destroyed.
Our fleet is already attacking. Uploading the code would destroy us. Shepard, you can't choose the Geth over my people.
Do you remember the question that caused the creators to attack us, Talisora? Does this unit have a soul?
Upload the code to the Geth. Tally, call off the fleet if you can.
Adding to this, it is possible to broker a compromise, but it requires a very specific set of objectives. These include importing a Mass Effect 2 save, as it needs both Tali and Legion to survive Mass Effect 2, which isn't the case with a new Mass Effect 3 save. The difficulty of this choice was shown when BioWare released an infographic of choices in 2013. 27% of gamers saved the Quarians, 37% saved the Geth, and 36% managed peace. Oof, this one's heartbreaking. F for Roach and Ghost in chat. I got nothing else to say, it hurts too much.
We have the DSF. We got it, sir. Good. That's one less loose end.
Not only just a technically impressive feat for the time, this moment, this entire fight really, is just one big oh my god. Psycho Mantis proves his psychic powers by reading the memory card in your system. Hearing this evil villain read off games you like, it's just such a mind-blowing moment. It scarred an entire generation of gamers.
There's no need for words, Snake. I'm Psycho Mantis. Now let me read your mind. No, perhaps I should say your past. So, you like Suikoden. So, you like Azure Dreams? You like Castlevania, don't you? You enjoy role-playing games. I see that you enjoy Konami games.
Yeah, I know. Metal Gear Solid is a pretty polarizing game, and a lot of you out there are probably a bit disappointed that something like this made it into the list of the most WTF moments of all time. But before you crack your fingers and type out a devastating comment, no matter what you think, you can't argue that this moment didn't change the experience of what it is like to play a video game. This is one of the few plot twists I didn't even remotely see coming, but would you kindly skip this section if you haven't already beaten BioShock? Would you kindly is a hypnotic phrase used by Frank posing as Atlas to control Jack while guiding him through Rapture to kill Andrew Ryan.
Would you kindly? Powerful phrase. Familiar phrase.
Would you kindly? Would you kindly get this? Would you kindly find that? Would you kindly find that? Would you kindly find it? Would you kindly get this? Would you kindly head to Ryan's office and kill the son of a bitch?
Sit. Would you kindly?
This is it. Joel's story in The Last of Us Part 2 delivers one of gaming's most shocking twists. The lead up, the tension, the chilling realization of the inevitability. It's a masterclass in WTF.
Joel, get up. Joel, f***ing get up. Please stop! Please don't shoot! Joel, please get up!
So there you have it, the top 10 most shocking, surprising, or downright upsetting moments in the history of gaming. What would you have put as number 1? Let us know in the comments, we'd love to hear your thoughts. I'm Sarah from FragHero, and you've been wonderful. Thanks for watching.